live soon. Where are our reporters? Henry, where are you? You're supposed to... Someone needs to find them.
Oh, good morning, San Diego. Now that we're ready, I'm Henry Homuth, and I'm your host for today's broadcast of JK News, and this morning we will be addressing real and important issues in today's society around the world. First coming to us is Sabrina Nguyen reporting live in South Africa about the struggle for black equality.
Hi, so this is what I have for you today. South Africa was one of the few African countries with a significant minority of white people who had settled centuries earlier. In 1957, the Gold Coast, which is now Ghana, became the first former colony to gain independence. Eventually, more nations had followed this movement. In North Africa, the French granted full independence to Morocco and Tanzania, and eventually Algeria. Furthermore, one has to realize these movements were not all peaceful. Some included violence. In previous years, there had been racial segregation between whites and blacks in South Africa. This system was known as the apartheid. White government usually repressed the blacks' demonstrations against the apartheid from the African National Congress, or ANC. One of these members was Nelson Mandela. So, with that said, here's some real opinions from real people.
Here with Bella Kochkarba.
And what are your views on the South African fight for independence?
Well, it's definitely a really controversial topic, but personally, as an American, I really believe in the fight for freedom, and I think that freedom is like an essential human right. So personally, I pray every night and I support the South African fight for independence, and I really will do whatever I can to support them.
Thank you, Bella.
Thanks, Sabrina. Now we'll bring it over to Kim To with conflicts in the Middle East.
Hi, I'm Kim Three, and as your team correspondent, I'm bringing you the conflict about the Middle East. There was an Arab-Israeli conflict. Jews and Muslims have claimed ancient Palestine. Jews have moved to Palestine to avoid Hitler. Palestine's divided into Jewish and Arab states, which resulted in many people fleeing away to Arab countries. In the early 1950s, Colonel Gamal Abdel Nasser took control of Egyptian government. Disputes between Israel and other states became heated. Nasser died in 1970 and was succeeded by Sadat in 1973. Arab forces led by Sadat launched a new attack against Israel. This conflict ended in 1974. Prices in oil increased. This cuts in production led to oil shortages. Additionally, there was a Camp David Accords, was an agreement to sign an Israeli-Egyptian peace treaty. Guerrilla movement called Al-Fatah has headed by a Palestine Liberation Organization, or PLO. Political leaders known as Yasser Arafat began to launch terrorist attacks on Israel. This had many conflicts. In 1993, Israel and PLO agreed that there would be Palestine autonomy in certain areas of Israel. Of course, there was a mixed emotions. Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi helped Iran against. Again, there was a different opinion. Iranians' revolution led to Islamic Republic. Iraq's president launched an attack on Iran. The war was brutal. The war dragged on, but its basic issues were never solved. After Khamenei died in 1989, new government under President Hashemi Rashid began to loosen control over social activities. Rising criticism of official corruption and a high rate of inflation sparked a new wave of high government repression in the mid-1900s.
Live with Salma? Okay. We're going live with Salma.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I would like to share with you guys how everything goes in real life and how people around the state think about each other. Now I will interview Rama Youssef. Come in, Rama. Thank you for coming. So tell us.
Hello everyone. I'm from the north. I definitely love where I live because we're all organized. Man, I just gotta say this. Why do people in villages like to live around farms and all? Don't they rather have it easy to work with government and the office and all of that? I really, really think that these people are just going backwards.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Alright guys, now I will see you guys later.
Now it's time for the weather.
Now with the weather. As you can see, just looking around me, it's a sunny day in San Diego. That's why I'm wearing a hat.
Alright guys, so we're back right here with Roma. So since she's from the big cities and she's a woman, she'll tell us how is it like to live there.
Oh well, I like it. I mean, there's the good and there's the bad.
Oh well, so what do you do in your daily life? Like how's it like?
So the good news is that us women are now actually allowed to work with the government and all, but we don't get those intense jobs like men.
Oh, really?
Yes. But like we can be teachers, clean others' houses as a job as well, take care of our kids and all. I mean, my favorite part is that we can teach and I love that.
That's awesome. So share with us, like what's bad about it? What don't you not like?
Oh well, I think that it's not fair for other males to get paid more than us.
Oh, that's true. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, thanks for coming up today with us. Bye. And now we're over.
Lastly, we'll wrap it up with Joanne about the challenges of terrorism.
Thank you, Henry. Terrorism is the use of violence in pursuit of political aims and has been practiced since ancient times. Some terrorists, such as the Irish Republican Army, are military nationalists who want to create their own state or expand national territory. Others want to undermine the government of another. In the last decade, terrorism has increased. An example of an attack is the famous 9/11. The attack was led by the Al-Qaeda's leader Osama bin Laden and included suicide attacks and the destruction of the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. Since then, the Patriot Act has been passed, which allows secret searches, especially in airports, to tip off terrorism suspects. Also, Iraq has been working on supporting their new government in order to rebuild their country. Thank you, Henry.
Yeah, Hall, if you can report to front office.
First coming to us.
Your opinions about SAF. What are your opinions about SAF?
Now you know how much I struggle with it.
Okay, just wait.
Oh, I got a hide and seek game to go to.
Hide and seek game?
Yep.